Ready? Jake West, Team F-Line Sports. I'm here with the head coach of the Pickens Dragons, Grant Myers. Coach, getting back in the swing of things. School starting this week. How's the off-season program, and what do the numbers look like for all the optional stuff and things like that?
Off-season program went really well throughout last semester during the school year, and then this summer we've continued to have good attendance. Kids have been bought in, been working extremely hard, and doing what's been asked of them. We're planning on having roughly 80 kids out there. Our numbers are pretty good. We may add a few freshmen as we go on this week. You never know if any kids have moved from somewhere else and just show up first day of school. So obviously we'll let those guys out there, but we're excited to get going. We're ready for school to start so that we can get back in the swing of showing up at 7:45 and getting out at 2:40 and going and practicing football every day.
So you got a last year under your belt, coaching staff changes, anything like that we should know about going into this year? How's things shaking out?
We will have a new offensive coordinator. Our offensive coordinator will be Scott Hamilton. He's coming to us from Mount Pisgah School. He was retired last year from Georgia Public Schools, and is coming on as 49%er for us. He has been a head coach at Paulding County High School, at Woodland High School, and at Mount Zion High School in Carroll County. So, a guy that's been a head coach over 10 years, going to be somebody that I can lean on as far as handling some off-the-field stuff, and also has, called plays in state championship games, has won multiple region championships, just brings a wealth of knowledge for us to help us, get our program over the hump. And then we're also bringing in a new quarterback coach, Mac Loudermilk. He'll be coming to us this year, also working with our specialists. Mac was a member of the 2017 UCF team that went undefeated and was listed as national champs there. He'll be doing a good job, with our quarterbacks. Does a great job building relationships with our players, and be another young coach that does a great job of really, relating well to our guys.
Getting into the season, I know you've got to be around the guys a lot, especially with school starting back. You're getting to build new relationships and things like that. Who is somebody out of region that the team and your staff is looking forward to play in this year?
Really, all of our non-regions games. Sonoraville's going to be a well-coached football team. I know that they're returning a good bit, so that'll be a good game to kick it off with. North Murray, game 2, they've got a quarterback returning as a senior that's a multi-year starter, who a very talented kid, and he's got some pieces around him. Fannin, 2-time defending region champion, also being able to revive the rivalry with them. You haven't played in over a decade, so that'll be really fun. And then finishing off our non-region slate with Christian Heritage. So I'm not going to say any one team we're more looking forward to than the others, because they're all going to be quality opponents, and they're all going to get us ready for region play.
Speaking of region play, new region, I'm sure you guys, your coaching staff's done all the background research and things that you can, but what excites you? I mean, obviously another new rivalry is getting renewed there. What excites you about this new region? Are you looking forward to it, or are you sad you left where you were?
I'm excited about it because I like change. I think things had kind of become a little stale in the region that we were in, and what's good about this is while it'll be change for us at the high school level, there's a lot of familiarity for our players because these are the teams that they grow up playing in the youth leagues and in the junior high level. You look Lumpkin, Dawson, Gilmer, White, those are all teams that we play in the youth and in the middle school levels, and then you factor in West Hall, another team that's much like the rest of us up there, and then Wesleyan kind of being the outlier, but they'll be a very well-coached football team, they're out of Gwinnett County.
The team as a whole, you've got some guys coming back. Let's talk about those guys that going to kind of be your impact players. Some names we're going to hear sitting in the stands come over to PA.
So offensively, we return starting quarterback Sam Stryker. He'll be a junior this year, and he'll come back for his 3rd year as a starter. Really looking for him to take the next step out there on the field. He's already done so in the locker room. Just becoming more of a vocal leader, a guy that had 100% attendance in all of our off-season stuff, didn't miss a single summer workout, nothing during the off-season during the school year. So guy that we're really excited about. With him, also offensively, you've got Marcus Pike at receiver, who will also be a junior, coming back after having almost 700 yards receiving and 7 touchdowns last year. Isaiah Williams, tight end, defensive end, also a junior. Excited about what Isaiah will bring to the table on both sides of the ball right there. And then also on the offensive line, we'll bring back 3 starters with Aiden Baum, who will play guard for us, Charlie Joe Fleming, who we lost about midway through our region slate last year, and it really hurt us from a productivity standpoint on offense. Being able to get him back has been huge for us already. And then we also have Bryson Callahan, who will be a 3-year starter for us as well. So those guys offensively, we're really excited about. And then Miguel Salto going from part-time running back last year to full-time this year. And then you'll also see Caleb Taylor, who has been a 2-year starter on the defensive line, flip over and play some offensive line. For us defensively, we'll bring back Caleb Nicholson on the defensive line, who was an all-region player last year. Caden Hampton, who's had over 100 tackles the past 2 years in a row at linebacker. We're looking for him to continue to take the next step as a leader. He's done a great job in the off-season program, much like Sam. Mason Powell has come on and been a real impact player for us. At outside linebacker, we're very excited about the physicality and the toughness he brings. Trevor Morgan, another kid, much like Mason. Both those guys have played a lot of football for us. And then in the secondary, we're really excited about Colby Brooks, who will also spot play some at receiver for us and then be a big factor in the return game for us.
Well, what about the guys that you mentioned? You got a lot of returners, a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. What about somebody or a couple people who average fan sitting in the stands on Friday night may not know is going to be able to make an impact coming this year?
Offensively, Charlie Gibbons has done a great job for us. He'll play on the offensive line. Him and Aiden Baum very similar in terms of a little bit undersized but really tough, scrappy lineman. So we're excited about him there. Charlie will also handle our kicking game. And you've also got Trevor Eilers on the offensive side of the ball. He'll play some running back and receiver, a guy that's really had a huge offseason, had a great spring practice, and it's carried over into the summer. We're very excited about Trevor. And then defensively, Gabe Neal and Jack Flatt, both in the secondary. We're excited about those 2 guys. And then we've got 3 or 4 guys battling out for one of our linebacker spots with Obi Beelens, Cameron Darby, Trey Fields, and Dylan Wilson. So we've got some good competition going on right there that's made our kids really have to try and bring their play up.
This is something we've been asking all the coaches that we've talked to. Is there somebody individually or a unit that you and your coaching staff want to challenge to kind of take the next step this year?
I guess if you look at it from an offensive standpoint, we made a concerted effort this offseason to get more committed to running the football effectively. And so to be able to run the ball better, you got to have good offensive line play. You've got to have some physical offensive line play. So I would say that position group kind of fits what you're asking there, and just the mentality that you have to bring to that position. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we've really challenged our secondary to continue to get better and to continue to up their play. We know that they're a really critical piece to our defense.
Well, Coach, appreciate you sitting down with us. Is there anything else, just kind of here at the end, that you want to say to your athletes or your community, your boosters, things like that? That I know you're about to get busy. Everybody's going to want your ear, but is there something you want to say before we get started?
I'm just extremely proud of this group. They have done everything that's been asked of them by this coaching staff. They've been very selfless. They've bought completely into what our vision for this team is, and we're excited about the product that we're going to be able to put on the field on Friday nights. They've done a great job in the off-season program as far as lifting and conditioning. We did our Ironman testing this week, and we had the most Ironmen that we've had since 2018, so that's a testament to those kids and Coach Wharton in the weight room. As far as community, guys come out and support these Dragons. They've put in a ton of work, a ton of effort, and they want to represent this community, so come support them and get loud on Friday night for them. We're really excited about where we think this team can head, but there's a lot of steps that have to get taken before we get there.
All right, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Jake.